What was your coming out experience like?
Awful. I was 14 when the Stonewall riots happened and was first starting to figure it out. And I remember my father banging his fist on the table, just screaming that now even the queers are rioting. And I was thinking, uh-oh, is this what's going on with me?
Deb Murphy was born in 1955 and grew up in South Florida, spending as much time as she could outside. Her relationship with her family was always strained, and when they discovered her secret girlfriend at age 16, she was forced to leave home. After a week, she was allowed to return under the condition that she leave upon turning 18. She remained a visible part of the queer community, and in response was denied housing in the Florida Atlantic University dorms. After becoming the first in her family to graduate high school and earn a degree, she moved to Houston in what she calls the best decision of her life. She joined the petrochemical field and climbed the corporate ladder, but after 20 years of this, decided to take her life in a new direction. In 2002, she was hired at Hatch, a program for LGBT teens held in the Montrose Center, and has spent the last 17 years advocating for queer youth. Her years at the program have enabled her to provide thousands of queer kids with safety and a supportive community. She has also worked on several other programs aimed at providing services and resources for underserved members of this community, such as homeless children and those under 13.
Recently I had a young trans man come into the hatch room, and he was so very, very scared. And I got him hooked up, and he was sitting at the table, and he came and he sat next to me, and he was crying. I looked at him and I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "I've never felt safe before." And that just does me in. Here's this 16-year-old kid who in his whole life has never felt safe. And that's just an amazing thing to me. That's what I want to do. I want to make that safe space for every kid everywhere. The way you create change is you show up. You stand up and you speak up. And some other very wise person said that we have to speak the truth as we see it, and accept that we might not be right, but we can't fail to speak. We can't fail to act.